Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2. Game 2 taking place here on Snowdrop 1.3. Game 1 in... Well, actually, I'll slow things down a little bit. Game 1 in this series going a little bit in favor of WFZ, as all of a sudden Fly finds himself in an uncomfortable position of being down 1-0. Now, I was planning on trying to do something rather special for my 1000th video, or numbered video, for WarCraft 3 that's coming up. And unfortunately, I have not been able to find anything, or come across any great ideas. At one point, I was going to try and do a dual cast with Jay-Z, a long-time WarCraft 3 caster who is now working with Blizzard out of, I believe, Singapore. But because she is an official Blizzard employee, she's not allowed to do any sort of like freelance, help each other out type of work like that, just because it kind of shows favoritism. And, well, she's not allowed to do it. So if you guys have any ideas on what you guys want to see for my 1000th numbered WarCraft video, I mean, I probably have cast over 1,000 WarCraft games very, very easily. But now, what's going to go ahead and come down here? Anyways, let's take a look at this 2-minute 40-second mark as the Blade Master going after the Timberwolves off to the north. Interesting strategy. The Death Knight does not even seem to realize that he is currently being, picked clean during the daytime. The Blade Master quickly clears out half of that creep camp. And now the WFZ is going to be trying to clear out this merchant camp here with a giant polar bear. Blade Master is right there, steals a wolf very quickly as the Blade Master getting in some easy damage. Now attempting to go after one of those Crypt Fiends. Crypt Fiend's taking a fair bit of damage, and oh, that Crypt Fiend is taking a lot of damage there, down to 252 hit points, as the Grunt getting in a bit of extra damage. That is looking very, very good. Can the Blade Master get the kill? Oh yes, he does, or the Grunt rather gets the kill, as the Blade Master is able to slip away at 65 hit points. Now, Snowdrop does have a creep camp in the center that is guarded by gates. So even though the map is relatively small, because of those gates in the middle portion of the map seems rather large. As the game goes on, though, the map is going to get tighter and tighter and smaller as these gates open up. Let's take a look at what's going down here. The Death Knight still wandering back off to the north, not quite sure where he's going to be going, as he is now going after the Skeletal Marksmen and the Skeletal Archers. Grunts are nearby, and the Grunts do a number on Crypt Fiends. It may not look it, but the Grunts actually deal more damage because the Grunts attack slightly faster, and the armor and weapon types are in their favor. Meanwhile, the Death Knight still sitting at level 1 and not yet quite halfway to level 2. He is a bit behind, as the Blade Master enjoying his items and now that Boots of Speed. Now, what are we going to be seeing coming in from the Grunt and Blade Master army? That is the question. The Death Knight in game number 1 played a very, very strong play in being... Oh, what is this? Oh, Ice Troll gonna go ahead and get taken down. Blade Master steals a little bit more experience once again. And this is exactly what the Death Knight doesn't want to see. He doesn't want to see that Blade Master kind of get away from him in terms of level. In game number 1, we saw that Fly really didn't level his Blade Master. Instead, he just kept even with the Death Knight. And then the Death Knight was able to explode out ahead after some timely fighting and just things that fell in favor of WFZ. Now, WFZ will want to recreate that magic here in just a moment, as you can see that the Blade Master is now going up against the Null Overseer. This is extremely bad news, because if the Blade Master gets to level 3 before the Death Knight even gets to level... oh, beautiful kill steal right there. Getting level 1 Death Knight, almost level 2, that was a huge deal. As we can see, Speed Scroll now being used, Dust of Appearance being used as well. The Death Knight and the Blade Master, both sides going at it. You can see that this Grunt is taking a bit of, or this Crypt Fiend is taking a bit of damage. Death Knight has nowhere to go with it, and all of a sudden, a Grunt will finally get taken. No, the Grunt's not going to get taken down. He was not surrounded, even though, well, it'll look like he was surrounded for all intents and purposes. Big play there, as we're now looking at the WFZ letting not only the Blade Master escape, but letting a Grunt escape as well while losing a Crypt Fiend. that is going to be a huge setback. Manual of Health picked up by the Blade Master as we're looking at what the Death Knight can do in the upcoming fight. All right, Crypt Fiend, Skeleton Minions now rolling on out as WFZ researching Burrow. Lich now being added as well. We don't see a Slaughterhouse, and that's actually one of the things that I was a bit surprised about coming in from WFZ's build. WFZ didn't go for a Slaughterhouse until after he started upgrading the Black Citadel, and that could be a bit of an issue. You can see the Death Knight currently doing a little bit of chase on Fly, but that Grunt's really going back home as we now see a Tauren Chieftain added for Fly. Interesting choice this time around, adding a Tauren Chieftain, which gives faster attack rates and some stuns, perhaps to try and get some of those Crypt Fiends. But we'll see what's going to be happening next as the Death Knight now looking to perhaps save this Crypt Fiend. You can see that Crypt Fiend with Burrow able to stay alive very easily, and Fly is going to have a difficult time. Burrow had made a very big impact in game number 1 as WFZ was able to save 3 to 4 Crypt Fiends fairly easily. Now, what are we going to be seeing here as a giant polar bear is looking to get taken out? Frost Armor now onto the Death Knight as we are looking at this giant polar bear taking a lot of damage. Are we going to see the Blade Master come in with the steel? Are we going to see the Dust of Appearance? That is the big question here as the Blade Master is still right there. The Blade Master is now revealed. One, a mana stealing from the Death Knight and from the Blade Master from the Death Knight. And that is going to put things a little bit behind. I believe the Blade Master, yes, did get the kill there and picks up a Robe of Magi as well. Tauren Chieftain heals up the Blade Master, now picks up another healing salve once more. So far, things are going much better for Fly this time around, but WFZ making quick work off of this creep camp in the center. This is going to be a very big deal as it will give the Death Knight and the Lich almost their next levels once again. The Lich may even get there, but the Death Knight is right here. What is going on? You can see that the Blade Master is attempting to take down a Crypt Fiend and unable to do so. The Scroll of Town Portal ending up saving a Crypt Fiend, but it's also going to give the Blade Master level 3, and the Tauren Chieftain will be that much closer to level 2. That is still bad news here, as the Death Knight now sitting at level 2 and the Lich sitting at level 1. They are going to be very far behind in this level race, but they are going to be focusing on levels here in just a second. No Orb of Corruption yet from that Lich. That's a bit of a surprise. It's going to be picked up by the Death Knight. Yes, is it going to be transferred to the Lich? You would probably not get very good odds on that in Vegas, probably, that's bound to happen. Lich really benefits much more from that Orb of Corruption since it allows him to remove -5 armor from a distance. The Blade Master's main way of staying alive is that additional armor, as we now see a Death Coil go down on a Ghoul. All right, we see Wand of the Wind coming in from the Death Knight. Death Knight pulling a trick from the Night Elf handbook in order to try and neutralize that one Blade Master. However, a quick stompy stomp coming in from the behind as the Tauren Chieftain disrupts 3 Crypt Fiends. This is going to be very bad news. Frost Armor from the Lich, but the Lich has not Frost Armored everything as of yet, as another stomp does go down. Death Coil attempting to save the Crypt Fiend. The Crypt Fiend does not stay alive, as you see a Crypt Fiend and a Raider both get taken out relatively quickly. All right, this is still a war of attrition, but the Tauren Chieftain with that stomp has really been able to do wonders as, oh, there is a reveal, and that is going to make a big deal as the Crypt Fiend gets taken out with a little sprinkle of dust. So far, you can take a look now. The Death Knight, seeing that level 3, going to be going after these additional grunts here. The grunt does move slightly faster with the help of a Tauren Chieftain, but the Death Knight is no slouch either. As soon as this grunt and as soon as the Kodo Beast lose perhaps that endurance aura, things will go from bad to worse. Oh, the Death Knight doing a great job making sure that this Kodo Beast is pretty much going to get taken down to 200 hit points. A Death Coil could take it out very easily. Not quite sure why you wouldn't do it the long distance, As you can see, the Death Knight is still right there. There's the Death Coil as the Crypt Fiend now tries to run away. Not going to work. It's going to get ensnared and taken out once more. One Destroyer up in the air. You can see Frost Armor once more on the Lich as we see Dust of... the Dust of Appearance was already used by the Blade Master. Can't currently use it. Obsidian Statue taking a lot of damage. There is the Absorb Mana from that Obsidian from the Obsidian Statue onto the Destroyer, as the Destroyer is looking to finish off everything else. There goes a handful of grunts. Blade Master taking a bit more damage. You can see Destroyer is now up in the air, getting ensnared back down again. Grunts getting taken down. Tauren Chieftain comes in with the stomp. What is happening now as unit after unit is falling for WFZ? There's another ensnare onto a Destroyer, and with this fight, Fly is really starting to make use of his advantage. 43 over 50 supply compared to 33 over 50, and -1 scroll of Town Portal. That Lich does barely stay on the map in order to get teleported away. Death Knight.
A player's forces are under attack.
Death Knight now wandering around here, looking to do a little bit more creeping over at the Goblin Merchant Shop. He needs to figure out a way to perhaps get higher up in level to get back into this game. He knows that he's behind, so he's going to be playing. He's going to try to play it a little bit more safe, knowing that if he attacks right now, his opponent is just going to be able to push him back rather easily. Obsidian Statues are being added, and we need to see WFZ get to 50 over 50 supply. Once he is at a 50 over 50 supply, he needs to execute his units a bit better, take down units without losing any of his own to really to go 2-0 into the series. But we are talking about Fly here, one of the best Orc players currently, and he is now going after... Oh, wait, a Raider has quickly been taken out. Can the Blade Master get to level 4? It does not look like it, as another Troll Headhunter gets taken down. Fly actually on the losing end of that fight, I believe. 39 over 50 compared to 48 over 50, now being... well, I guess you're gaining forced to train into Wind Riders. Wind Riders are not your typical choice. I would be surprised if we see more than 2 or 3 Wind Riders coming in from Fly, considering his current unit composition and the number of Crypt Fiends that were out on the... Well, yeah, currently there's only 2 Crypt Fiends out on the field, so we may see Web. Not 100% sure. Satar Soul Stealer gonna get focused down very easily. Death Knight now at level 4. Lich now at level 3. WFZ is looking very good here. Going up against a level 3 Tauren Chieftain and I believe a level 4 Blade Master. Blade Master is right there, is at level 4, looking to finish off some of these easy units, and the Obsidian Statue now taking a whole lot of damage as he is now trying to escape away. All right, there is a Wind Rider. The Wind Rider can easily do a lot of damage here as a big stomp goes down. All right, it looks like the Headhunter quickly get taken down right there. Wind Rider trying to do a little bit more damage as the Kodo Beast getting swallowed up by a Crypt Fiend. And that Crypt Fiend slowly getting digested as we are now getting another Obsidian Statue. All right, Obsidian Statues up to 47 over 50 supply. It may turn into a Destroyer as well. There is currently 2 Destroyers out on the field, but I don't believe any of them have no... Well, one Destroyer currently has mana, but that will definitely not last. Blue Drake now getting cleared out in this corner here, pretty much dealing some easy damage. It gets taken out as we now see Claws of Attack +9 being left for this Death Knight. Center creep camp has been creeped out. We are now looking to see where all the players are going to be going in order to get higher levels. So far, I haven't seen anything of real interest coming in from either of these players in terms of their decision making. So, and the Blade Master once again tries to get some more harassment onto an Obsidian Statue. Obsidian Statue just walks back, and the Blade Master still wanting some, I guess, Obsidian Statue oil in order to well, I don't know what he wants to use that for. Just he knows that it's an easy target that can really wreak havoc to him if he's not careful. There are currently 2 Obsidian statues. Blade Master, Death Knight now working together, and are we going to see that Blade Master get another easy kill? That is a big question there. Oh, as the Obsidian statue down to 168, gonna go ahead and turn into a destroyer, and now try to fight back the other way. But how did that not kill it? I'm not 100% sure. No splash damage enough to take down that destroyer, as that is a bit of big news. Wind Riders are right there. All right, are the ends going to justify the means? I do believe so, yes. There you go. Ends trying to justify the means right there, as you see the Tauren Chieftain now bringing up the rear. So far, the one Wind Rider takes down 2 destroyers. There are currently 3 destroyers that are left. And now, the Tauren Chieftain comes in with the stomp. Lich taking a bit of damage. Blade Master now bringing up the rear with that blade, about to take it down. There is a beautiful stomp again, and it looks like, 46/70, it looks like WFZ is now up against the ropes. He is retreating with his units, trying to stay alive. The destroyers just continuing to follow up very easily, as we're now at 46/70. Once again, another 10 supply advantage, as the Wind Riders are now attempting to focus down the destroyer. The destroyer now going to fall as well. There it goes. And yes, Fly is easily handling what WFZ is currently throwing at him. There are no more Crypt Fiends, so the only thing that can really take him down is currently that Lich, and perhaps maybe a Death Knight if he was given that Orb of Corruption. Dark Ranger falls at level 1. And now Fly giving a bit of chase against all these other units. Level 4 now on the Tauren Chieftain. Are we going to see level 2 Endurance Aura? Yes, we are, as this base is just now under protection. All right, there you go. That just now getting protected there. Death Knight and the Lich, both of them sitting at level 4. Meanwhile, down over here, you can see a Kodo Beast and Wind Riders just working together, heading their way back up north. Death Knight now saving the Lich right there, but it still is not looking good. The Lich actually getting separated and now getting ensnared once more. WFZ, if he loses the Lich, no, even before losing the Lich, it's gonna go ahead and give the GG. Fly easily taking game number 2. Not quite sure what happened to WFZ this time around, perhaps just not getting enough experience. And there is the final scores. Extremely close game. Just yeah, the unit score is not that much. It was just the amount of experience gathered, and Fly getting a little bit more experience made all the big difference. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.